Dr. Rashmi A. Rajan, Associate Professor in Department of Commerce, Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science. Welcome to Unit 2, where we focus on the critical role of directors within company law and governance. Directors are pivotal in shaping company policies and ensuring its lawful operation. In this unit, we will explore essential topics such as the qualifications and disqualifications for becoming a director, the various appointment types and the process of removal. We will also cover director remuneration, the scope for their powers and the statutory and fiduciary duties they are obligated to uphold. Finally, we will examine the personal and corporate liabilities directors may face if they fail to meet these duties. Each of these aspects forms a vital part of corporate governance, setting the foundation for ethical and effective management. Qualification of directors. To become a director, specific qualifications must be met to ensure competence and integrity. Generally, directors must be of legal age, typically 18 or older, demonstrating the maturity required for this role. Companies may also set minimum shareholding requirements, meaning that directors should hold a certain number of shares in the company, reflecting their vested interest. Additionally, expertise in relevant fields such as finance, law or management is often preferred. This ensures that directors have the knowledge to oversee complex corporate matters effectively. Meeting these qualifications helps to ensure that directors can competently and responsibly contribute to the company's growth and regulatory compliance. Disqualification of directors. Certain conditions can disqualify individuals from serving as directors, emphasizing the need for responsible leadership. A director may be disqualified if they are insolvent, indicating financial instability that could compromise their decisions. Mental unsoundness, as determined by a competent authority, is another factor, as directors must be capable of sound judgment. Additionally, a criminal conviction involving fraud or dishonesty is a major disqualifier, as it reflects a potential risk to the company's integrity. These disqualification criteria are crucial for maintaining trust and reliability within the leadership, protecting the company from potential legal and ethical issues. Appointment of directors. The appointment process for directors typically involves either shareholder approval or board nomination, depending on the company's governance structure. Shareholders have the right to elect directors during the annual general meeting, ensuring that leadership reflects shareholder interest. In some cases, the board itself may appoint the directors to fill casual vacancies or meet specific needs following established guidelines. This structured process ensures that appointments are transparent and aligned with corporate goals. By involving shareholders and the board, the companies maintain a balanced approach to leadership selection that supports both operational stability and shareholders' interest. Types of appointments. Companies may appoint directors in various capacities, each fulfilling distinct needs. Regular directors are elected by shareholders and serve according to the terms set in the Articles of Association. Casual directors may be appointed by the board to temporarily fulfill a vacancy until the next general meeting, providing continuity in governance. Additional directors can also be appointed by the board when the company requires additional expertise or support in decision making. These different appointment types allow companies to adapt their leadership to meet dynamic operational needs, ensuring that the board remains effective and well-resourced. Removal of directors. A director may be removed from office for reasons such as misconduct, lack of performance, or failure to fulfill duties. The shareholders typically initiate this process during a general meeting, providing a platform for transparent decision making. Legal provisions require that the director in question is given notice and a chance to present their defense, ensuring a fair process. If the removal is initiated by the board, it must comply with legal guidelines and respect the rights of the individual. These safeguards are essential to uphold justice while maintaining the corporate discipline and accountability. Directors' remuneration. The director remuneration encompasses various forms of compensation, reflecting their contributions and responsibilities. This includes salaries for full-time directors actively involved in company operations. Commissions may be granted based on the company's profit, incentivizing directors to contribute to financial success. Additionally, directors may receive sitting fees for attending the board meetings, compensating them for their time and expertise. Perks like travel allowances and stock options may also be provided, aligning the interest of the directors with the company's performance. These forms of remuneration not only reward the directors for their roles but also motivate them to strive for the company's prosperity. Directors' remuneration approval process. The remuneration of directors requires formal approval to ensure transparency and prevent conflicts of interest. Typically, the board proposes a remuneration structure which is then subject to shareholder approval during the annual general meeting. In some cases, regulatory guidelines may also limit the maximum remuneration permissible. This process of approval protects shareholders' interest and prevents directors from unilaterally setting their compensation. By involving both the board and shareholders, companies create a fair and accountable system that align the director pay with their performance and contributions. Powers of directors. General powers. Directors are entrusted with significant general powers to manage the company operations and make strategic decisions. These powers encompass the overseeing day-to-day activities, setting corporate policies, and guiding the company towards its objectives. Directors have the authority to make decisions related to finance, operations, and strategic growth. This control is essential for the company's success, enabling the directors to respond swiftly to market demands and corporate needs. By managing the resources and establishing the policies, directors ensure that the company operates efficiently and ethically, adhering to legal and corporate standards. Powers of directors, the conditions and limitations. Directors may delegate certain powers to executives or committees to manage specific functions. However, this delegation is subject to strict conditions to maintain accountability. Directors must ensure that delegated tasks are within the company's operational limits and are executed by qualified individuals. Although directors can transfer operational authority, they retain ultimate responsibility for the outcomes. This balance of delegation and oversight allows directors to leverage specialized skills within the company while upholding their fiduciary duties, thus fostering an efficient and responsive management structure. Duties of directors. Statutory duties. Legal obligations of directors. Statutory duties require directors to act within the law and for the benefit of the companies. These include acting in good faith, avoiding conflict of interest, and ensuring that decisions align with the company's best interest. Directors are legally obliged to comply with company law and regulations. reflecting their responsibility to shareholders and the wider community. Adhering to these statutory duties is essential for building trust, as directors are expected to decisions that uphold the company's reputation and financial health. Duties of directors. Fiduciary duties. Fiduciary duties are the ethical obligations that directors owe to the company. These include acting with loyalty, prioritizing the company's interest above personal gain, and avoiding situations that could lead to conflicts of interest. Directors must also can demonstrate a duty of care which involve making well-informed and prudent decisions. Upholding these fiduciary duties fosters trust between directors and shareholders, ensuring that decisions are made in the company's best interest with a commitment to its long-term success. Duties of directors. Additional duties, compliance and confidentiality. Beyond statutory and fiduciary duties, directors have additional responsibilities to comply with internal policies, maintain confidentiality and uphold company standards. This includes adhering to ethical guidelines, safeguarding sensitive information and promoting a culture of integrity. Directors play a key role in setting an example for the company, reinforcing ethical practices and a commitment to legal compliance. These additional duties ensure that directors act not only as leaders but also as guardians of the company's values and reputation. Liabilities of director. Directors may face legal liabilities if they breach their duties, whether due to negligence, misconduct, or failure to act in the company's best interest. Such breaches could result in financial penalties, personal liability, or even disqualification from serving as a director. These consequences underscore the importance of fulfilling duties diligently. By understanding these liabilities, directors are reminded of their responsibility to act responsibly, safeguarding both the company's and their own reputations in the process. Liabilities of directors, personal and corporate. In certain cases, directors may face both personal and corporate liability for their actions. Personal liability may arise if directors act beyond their authority or in a fraudulent manner, exposing them to personal lawsuits. Corporate liability, however, involves a company bearing responsibility for the director's action within their role. These liabilities serve as a reminder for the directors to act within their powers and prioritize the company's interest, maintaining accountability and preventing the potential legal repercussions. Summary. To conclude with Unit 2, we have covered the qualifications and disqualifications for directors, appointment types and their potential remuneration. We reviewed the powers directors hold, their statutory and fiduciary duties and additional obligations to uphold the company standards. Finally, we examined the potential liabilities directors face for breaches of duty. Understanding these aspects of directorship is essential to appreciate the roles, responsibilities and impact the directors have on corporate governance and company's success. Now that we have covered the key aspects of directorship, including qualifications, duties, powers and liabilities, it's time to test your understanding with an assessment. This assessment includes 10 multiple choice questions designed to reinforce the core concepts from Unit 2, such as director qualifications and disqualifications, appointment types, remuneration, powers and responsibilities. Each question presents 4 options, allowing you to select the answer that best reflects your understanding. Take a moment to consider each option carefully, as this is an excellent way to confirm your grasp of the critical elements of directorship in corporate governance. Thank you.